Okay. Name for the record? Your name, please. Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. My understanding is that you all could not come to a resolution. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so you are the landlord, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, and so this is for non-payment of rent. What are you alleging as the past due amount of rent?
What is the question? I can't hear you. What is the question?
What is the past due amount?
Okay. It's 3,395 plus 250 late fee for the whole month is
3,395 plus what?
250 for 5 months late fee.
For 5 months of late fee, how much is her monthly rent?
50. Monthly rent 1,600. Monthly rent
1,000?
1,600.
1,600 per
Yes.
month?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and so you're saying she last paid rent when?
Last payment about of July, but every month they don't pay the whole. I put it in detail.
So she hasn't paid rent since July of this year?
Yes. July, they didn't pay the whole month of July, not whole month of June, not whole month of May. They pay little money every time. And August, nothing.
Okay,
And August
they
too.
didn't pay all of the money.
Yes.
What did they pay in June?
Okay. June, they pay every amount except they pay except 352. I need 300.
They paid all but $350?
Yeah, 52. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so their rent 1,600, they paid $1,250.
Yeah, I minus everything. That's what I need from them. Just the only thing I wrote.
I don't want to know what you wrote. I want to know what they paid.
Okay, 1,600 minus 352. That's what they did. So you want me to calculate it? 1,600.
Well, yeah, it's not
sorry.
it's not my case, it's yours.
I'm sorry. I thought
You gotta tell me what they owe, and you're not telling me.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
so the
you what
month
I
of-
need from
So
them.
did they pay their rent in April?
April, except 110, they didn't pay 110.
Did they pay their rent in January?
January, yes, ma'am.
Okay, the full amount.
Yes, ma'am.
February,
Yes, ma'am.
March,
March, they didn't pay me 650, and then they give me 200, so they didn't pay 450. I need 450 for March. Sorry, I thought I supposed to write what I need from them.
March, they owe you $450.
Yes, ma'am.
April,
110.
they owe you $110.
Yes, ma'am.
May,
May, they owe me 404.
404.
Yes, ma'am.
June,
352.
July,
479. And the whole month of August.
and nothing, they've not paid anything for August.
Not at all.
For the full 1,600.
No,
And then you said there's late fees for each month, of
for
course.
each month, yeah, 550 per month, so it's 250.
Okay, so that's where you got 300, 395 plus 250 in late fees. That's really 6 late fees, actually. March, April,
Now
May,
I found
June, July.
6, not 5, yes.
August, okay. You believe you have a lawful reason whereby you can withhold her money?
Sure do.
What's that?
Because on the lease signing, we had agreement that the house would be repaired while we were staying there. And they had not did no repairs to this house except the kitchen, and they just finished that last month.
So you're saying that you withheld the rent because of failure for them to make repairs?
And I didn't personally withhold the rent. My name is just on there. So the other people that's on the lease is not here either, so.
But you're on the lease, correct?
Yes,
Okay, and you are Lakeisha Dickinson.
Yes,
Or Dixon. Is it Dixon?
Dickerson.
Okay, it just says Dixon. Okay, it should be Dickerson. Okay, and then I don't see anybody else being named today.
I know.
So
She
that's
don't
her
put-
that's her prerogative.
Okay,
Okay, and so you entered a lease with her to pay $1,600 a month?
yeah.
Okay, when did you enter this lease?
December.
I have,
Do you have a copy of the lease for me? Because
I do have.
I don't want to read anybody's cell phones. I would prefer to have copies of the
I know.
evidence.
No,
So you don't know when you entered into the
it's
lease?
December 9th.
Who do you live with?
My daughter and my cousin.
Your daughter and your cousin?
Yes.
How old are they?
27 and 30. 34.
And they're named on the lease?
Yes.
Were they originally on the lease or did you add them later?
I did not add them. My cousin signed the lease with me, and my daughter was supposed to be there to sign the lease, but she had a doctor's appointment with her daughter. So she had to sign the lease later on. I never added nobody.
Okay, so
to
you
the-
originally all moved in together?
Yes.
Okay. But you're the primary leaseholder?
No. No.
Okay, you have a copy of the lease? It says, sauce on there, tenants Lakeisha Dixon, that's all I see, I don't see anybody else on here.
Cortisha Shannon signed the lease with me. I
Where's
don't
the
know.
signature
They
page?
add it later.
Can you show me
She did
the-
that lease.
no, you don't have proof otherwise, you gotta bring me your proof, this is court, we deal with proofs. So where's your proof? Show
I don't
me your
have a
proof.
lease.
Okay, well then I have to go by what, it's about evidence here. You have a signature page?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, there are two signatures here. Who is the other signature?
My cousin.
I'm asking her.
Ask me.
Who's the second
Can I
signature?
come and see?
No, you passed me this. You don't know what's on here?
I,
Who signed your lease? Who signed?
me.
And who else?
I have a manager. I just want to see where.
No, it says tenant signature. There's two X's. There's two signatures. One says Lakeisha Dixon. She's the first signature. Who was the second person?
It's me.
Who was the other person?
Cortisha
That's
Shannon.
Cortisha's name on there.
Is it?
Yes, why didn't you name Cortisha in the eviction?
Okay, what is Cortisha's name?
It's under Lakeisha's.
So if you see the lease in the top.
But I don't care. Who signed it?
The manager, they call the manager.
But you allow, it doesn't matter. You have a signed document
Yes.
with two people's names on it, two
Yes.
tenants. Why did you only,
Can I tell you something?
you can answer my question. Why did you only name her in the eviction?
Because the lease didn't have it.
And Cortisha's.
That added by themselves.
It
the
doesn't,
manager.
no, that's your,
I
she doesn't have that. That's what you just showed me. That's your agreement.
That's what the money gets sent it to me right now
So
because
your manager allowed you to add it. So she's a lease holder. Why is she not here?
she's the one she's gonna said, she said Cortisha and Jazz, they're supposed to come with her. She's the one.
No, you have to name them.
I named them in the notice for the 7-day.
Why didn't you file a complaint against them? You have to name them on the
I
summons
did,
and complaint.
I did in
It
the,
just says Lakeisha Dixon. It
No,
does
but-
say, it does say all other occupants.
Can
Why
I
are they not here?
can I see, I show it to you? If you
Why
don't mind.
are the other occupants not here?
Can I show it to you?
I have it.
No, not this one, the ones their name on it, all of them. You
Whatever's,
have that?
I don't need anything you have because whatever I need for a complaint and summons is in my file.
Yeah,
If it's not the one that the court has, I don't need to see
I
it.
don't know why they didn't give you.
No,
this
I
one.
need to see I don't need to see that.
Ah.
I need to see what's in my file.
Okay.
I see
Okay.
Lakeisha Dixon and all other occupants. There's a catch-all there.
Yeah.
Why are they not
They're
here?
at work, and
Oh, okay.
I'm supposed to be at work. We do home health care, and
No, you're supposed to be at court.
yeah, I'm
'Cause you got
supposed
a
to be
court
at
date.
court, because
Court is an order. You know what happens when you don't come to court? There's consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't tell me you're supposed to be at work when you're supposed to be at court. Why aren't you paying your rent?
I pay my rent.
You
I am
no.
paying my rent.
You all are jointly liable for this rent, and she's not getting it. Why is it not being paid
It's being paid.
in full?
Okay, in full. Some people is slow with paying their rent. I pay my rent, my portions on time. The people that are not here are at work and at school. They have kids that have to be in school for that.
Okay,
So,
well, you mentioned something about you were holding rent because of some
it was
repairs?
agreement. It was agreement.
Where's the agreement?
Don't have it.
What is the agreement?
That the bathroom and the kitchen and the living room and the basement would be repaired as we were at their staying and paying our
What's
rent.
the matter with the bathroom, kitchen, and the living room?
Oh, the bathroom is a hot mess. It was, when we moved in, we cleaned it and
I don't know what a
everything.
hot mess means.
Well, the
Tell me
tub
what's
is
the matter with
coming, the sink is coming off the wall, the floor is damaged, the windows was broken, he replaced the window. The kitchen was damaged completely, the flooring.
Where's
cabinets.
the pictures of this? You moved in under these conditions?
Yeah, we had an emergency move. We had to make sacrifices.
Was it on the lease that this was gonna be repaired? Who agreed that this was gonna be a repair?
She did, and her manager.
Okay, do you know what you're supposed to do if there's something going on in the property that affects your ability to inhabit the property safely and enjoyably? You know what you're supposed to do? Or what your lawful recourse is?
No.
You have to put the money in escrow at the court. Did you put money in escrow at the court?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so that's the only way you show good faith that the reason why we didn't pay the rent is because of the habitability issues.
I don't have pictures of this phone. I have it in another phone.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think you have a lawful reason to withhold the rent.
Okay.
And I recognize that you're not the only person living there. You're all liable. I don't know, but I think only Cortisha is liable as it relates to being a leaseholder because her name was actually on the lease. The other person is not on the lease, did not sign that lease. You have two people who was named on the lease. You did not name them on your summons and complaint. That I don't understand why.
I did, but in the, I don't, I have the
You
money.
did not. I'm looking at your summons and complaint, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I have two of them. I give them every month's notice and I forgive them. I wait. That's why you see 6 months, I'm waiting for them. Every time they have excuse, I take it. And then we move on to the next month. And then I give them another 7-day notice and then they don't pay. So the last one, I put all their name in this page.
Okay, and so it looks like you were served personally, it says here, Miss Dixon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, okay. This is, your request for an eviction is granted because you have not been able to provide me with a lawful reason. The only other recourse was for you all to come to an agreement to pay the past due rent.
I don't have a problem with paying the past rent.
It's what? Say what you need to say. This is your lot, this is your only opportunity to say it.
Her manager,
Her manager what?
he comes pick up rent money. I don't know if he's giving it to her or not.
He gave it to me.
I
Don't
don't know.
I'm
overspeak.
sorry.
I don't
Neither one
know.
of you are allowed to do that. So are you saying that you paid these amounts?
I paid money. We paid money to him.
Do you have proof of what you were,
Can
what was
I-
paid?
Can I give you my phone?
I do.
How do you pay your rent, ma'am?
She get it Chime, Cash App, or money order.
Okay, okay. How much rent was paid? And you're the one who's paying it only? And you get,
No, we all pay.
you are all sending money?
Yes.
Okay,
Separate.
No.
you're getting separate cash apps from each of them?
She
So-
paid.
Yes.
Ma'am, are you getting separate cash apps from 3 different people?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And why is that?
Because everybody, she said, I don't care, I'm just paying my part. She paid me 230 every month. She never stopped paying 200 share for herself. She said, I don't care about the rest. And the rest is her kids, her
And you swipe
daughter
it,
and her, they don't pay. So I keep,
What do you mean her kids, her daughter? There's only 2 people on
no,
the,
the people live in the house, she said me, you just go and ask them, I'm paying mine. She always
go and
wanted to
ask them?
ask them to pay. And then that's what she tell me every time.
Why would she go and ask the other people
Yeah,
to
I
pay the
asked her, you
rent?
are the one who have to pay the rent. She said, I'm not the only one living in the house.
But you're a leaseholder.
And the rest are her kids, and one person is not her family.
Yeah, you only got 2 people on this lease. I'm gonna give you an eviction for everybody because they failed to pay and Cortisha failed to appear, so she gets a default judgment. Is this the paperwork I have here? It's by hearing.
Okay.
You can pay the amount, the past due amount, which is $3,395 plus 6 months late fees.
Yes, supposed to be 300. Yeah.
You get it within 10 days, or you all have to vacate. Do you understand that? Any additional matters or questions? Any questions? You can have a seat. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll get you your paperwork in just a moment. Okay, Mr. Woody, you're ready, and Ms. Guy? Okay, this is Lansing Green Properties versus Shantae Guy, 26-04377.
Good morning, Your Honor. Norman Woody, appearing on behalf of Lansing Green Properties LLC.
And you are Shantae Guy. Okay, this is an eviction hearing for non-payment of rent. How are we proceeding, Mr. Woody?
Your Honor, I'm pleased to report the parties have agreed to a conditional dismissal in this case. The terms are as follows. There's currently rent to retain through the end of August in the amount of $3,530. Court costs in this matter are $234.42 for a total of $37.64.42. We've got a payment plan on this case as follows. Defendant shall pay $800 every 2 weeks commencing August 31st, 2026, and continuing until the balance in paragraph 2 is paid in full. Payments will be applied first to current monthly lease charges and then to full marriage. We discussed that the case will be dismissed today, no judgment, no eviction on her record. But if she doesn't make those payments, we'd have the right to come back to court without further notice and without further hearing. The court would automatically enter a judgment or order of eviction. Partial payment wouldn't prevent that. We discussed her rights in MCR 4.201J, after which she signed the agreement, if I may approach.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Guy, what Mr. Woody says is accurate as to how you want to proceed. You have the right to have an attorney represent you today. You understand that? You want to waive that right? You also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have made a demand for jury trial. You understand that? Okay, you also want to waive that right? You have 3 business days to return to the court and request to have this set aside. If you later realize that you misunderstood the right that you just given up, partial payment will not satisfy this. So you got to make the payments as you stated you would here. Otherwise, like he said, he can enter judgment request against you and eviction will be granted without any additional hearing, okay? You have any questions? We'll get you a copy of the paperwork in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for you, thank you.
Thank you. Not sure what happened. With them all with them. Yeah, it's $395 plus $250. So which matter are you here for?
At 9:30, it's Christopher Williams. We have an agreement. May I approach?
Mr. Dowrick, thank you. Are you ready on your matter? Okay, Todd Dowrick versus Desanya Richardson, 26-04634. Okay, you are Desanya Richardson?
Yes.
Okay, today was a date scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. Mr. Dowrick, how are we proceeding?
We do not have a consent judgment.
What does that mean?
That means.
Does that mean that you don't have an agreement or?
That means there is no.
Oh,
agreement.
okay, got it. Okay, and what are you alleging is the past due amount?
The past due amount is $858. Court costs $155.33. Total $1,013.33. Money judgment prorated to today's date, $591.88. Court costs $155.33. Total $747.21.
And that's for what, how many months of rent?
That's just for the month of August. Rent is paid through July, not in full for August.
Ma'am, you disagree? Oh, you,
I disagree with the total that he is stating that I owe.
oh, that's
But
what I'm
yes, I
asking.
have paid rent except for this month,
Okay, so what do you think that you owe
$153,
for this month of rent? How much is your rent per month?
$16.50.
Why is it that there's a discrepancy of $700 for the rent?
What was just said is not true. The rent for the month of August, starting this month, is $16.50. The tenant has Lansing Housing Commission. Her share for August was $153. That was not paid. On top of that,
Okay, so but you told me $850 was due for the month of August.
$858, including the late fee for August.
But Lansing Housing paid theirs?
Lansing Housing paid theirs.
So how, you said she only owes $150 on her portion.
Well, I'm getting to that. So, and I have the ledger if you want to see a copy of the ledger. Would you like?
You can continue to explain.
Okay, all right. So for the month of June, the rent was $14.25. And Ms. Richardson had a copay of $97. She did not pay that for the month of June. For the month of May, there was a copay again of $75 for Ms. Richardson. She did not pay that. For the month of July, Section 8 paid the full rent at 1425. On top of that, there was a balance of $301 from the month of April that's been carrying through.
301.
301, yeah.
Why was there a balance there? What was Section 8 paying then?
Well, it's been a balance for a long time. This rent hasn't been paid in full for,
So,
Forever.
so let me know what's going on. What happened in April? Did she pay her rent in April?
in April, she did. She did. It still left a balance of
So-
301.
Where did the balance of I'm just trying to figure out where did it carry over from? Where did it come from?
Well, it's a long thing, but I guess the easiest place to start back would be there was a consent judgment on January 14th of 2026. I have that with me. That was $3,058.33. In the conference room, we started working through all this. I don't think there was disagreement at that point. And then we, as we got to the closer months, we put an end to that.
So there was a consent judgment back in January of this year.
Yeah,
Okay, and then keep going.
okay. So then payments were made by Section 8, different organizations. The month of March, there was still a balance of 230.
So in January, was she ever at a zero balance?
Not, that judgment wasn't totally paid at that time. As the months went by, that was paid, but there was still a balance.
The balance in January was for what?
Well, could I share the ledger with you?
No, tell me what the balance
Okay,
was.
all right. So January, the judgment is $3,058.33.
$58.33. And you said that was paid by Section 8 and multiple other organizations?
Eventually. So now comes the month of February.
Okay,
So we have to add the rent from the judgment, $3,058.33. The rent for February, $1,425. The late fee, that's $4,553.33.
that the late fee for what? For February?
The late fee for February. She made a payment in February, but not till February 16th.
Okay, February late fee was how much you said?
That was $70.
$70 late fee?
We have them lease. So then we're at the $4,553.33. Lansing Housing Commission pays $1,011 on
Oh.
February 1st.
February 1st, they paid
11. That leaves $3,542.33. Then on February 16th, we received $317, and that was from the Lansing Housing Commission.
317.
317. This is all in the ledger.
Okay.
That leaves $3,225.33. Then on March 25th, the East Side Community Action Group paid $1,018.33. That leaves $2,207. Now we add in March's rent, $1,425. March's late fee, $70. That's $3,702. On March 1st, the Lansing Housing Commission pays $1,328. That leaves $2,374. Then by a cash app, Ms. Richardson pays $194. That leaves.
Oh, what date?
That was the date of 3/1/26.
She doesn't have a late fee in March. What you're saying?
We had charged a late fee for March. She still had a balance of $2,180.
Yeah, but you already charged a late fee for that.
Oh, yeah, I did. I didn't do it twice.
Okay.
So then St. Gerard paid $950 on March 9th. That left $1230. And then St. Vincent de Paul Society paid $1,000. That left $230 remaining for the month of March. So then we go to April. We have the $230 from March.
Let me just stop you real quick. You said, so coming into April 1st, there was a carryover of 200 and what?
$230.
230.
Yeah.
And then you add a late fee, is that what I'm assuming? How we get to, is that how we got to 300?
So then we add the rent of $1425, the late fee of 70 equals $1725.
Okay, what was the terms of the consent judgment or the consent judgment from January?
That was the consent judgment from January. Was for
I'll
the,
read it, you can pass to me. Okay, so she was supposed to pay that or vacate by the 26th. Did you all have a side agreement about a promise to pay from these organizations or something?
there was no side agreement, but we're not looking to put anybody out unless we really have to. And it got paid. So this is paid as the months go by. So now we're in the month of April, but if you would like me to continue.
Yes.
$230 from March, $1425 for the month of April, $70 for the late fee, that's $1725. Section 8 paid $1328, that leaves $397. By Cash App, Ms. Richardson paid $96, that leaves $301. Yeah.
Give me what she paid again?
She paid on April 2nd.
April 2nd, how much?
That was $96.
$96.
So that left $301. So now we go to the month of May. We have $301 from April. We have the rent of $1425 for May. Late fee of $70. And so that equals $1796. Section 8 paid $1328. That left $468. Ms. Richardson did not make a payment in May. She did not make a copay. Now we go to the month of June, $468 plus the rent for June, $1425. Late fee $70. That totals $1963. Section 8 paid $1328 for June. That left $635. Ms. Richardson did not make a copay in the month of June either. So now we go to the month of July. We have a carryover of June, $635. The rent for July of $1425. That equals $2,060. For the month of July, Section 8 paid the full amount of rent for that 1 month. They paid the $1425. No late fee was charged for July. That left $635. And now we go to the month of August. We have $635 from July. Starting with August 1st, the rent is now $1,650. Ms. Richardson is supposed to pay $153. So we're at $2,355. Section 8 paid $1,497
For August.
for August, $858. Again, Ms. Richardson paid nothing for the month of August. So bottom line, as per my ledger, 858 owed for the month of August.
Okay, and thank you. And you dispute that because of what, ma'am?
I have every month paid. And you can look at the documents here. I have February, March, April, May, and June payments with receipts. When you look on April, I paid twice in April, and it says on the receipt, early May payment.
Is this by Cash App, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, February 27th, it says you paid 194.
You can read what it's for underneath it.
Okay, it just says 194.
And then like right up underneath it, it'll say for rent, and it'll
Oh,
say
above
which
it.
ones I paid for.
Above it says for February and early March rent,
Mhm.
194. Who is Marcelo Oliveras?
So Marcelo Oliveras is my son-in-law, and
Okay.
I
don't see-
informed.
I don't
Miss-
see where you make record of this payment.
The reason is, we informed Miss Richardson, you cannot make payments to Marcelo Oliveras, who is my son-in-law. It goes into his bank account. He's gotta cash it and give it to me, and, you know, we don't do that. That's not good record
How
keeping.
did you get his Marcelo's
It's-
Cash App?
First of all, I've never met Todd before. I didn't sign a lease with him. I've never met him except for one time when he came to my house.
Who
Like,
gave you Marcelo Oliveras' Cash App?
he did.
Who's he?
Todd.
Todd did? How?
Yes.
How did he give that to you?
I talked to him on the phone and he stated that I could pay with Cash App. I've been paying with Cash App since February. He never made me notice. He never emailed me. He never texted me. He never called, and he never sent a letter stating that I could not pay with Cash App. He
What day
stated
what day of the
in-
month is your rent due, ma'am?
on the 1st.
Okay, and so is there a grace period?
There's a 4-day grace period.
Okay, why doesn't she have credit for any of these months? I don't buy that you didn't tell the, she didn't make up Marcelo's Cash App.
I've been paying him. I paid him with my deposit and everything, Marcelo. Like I said, I've never even met him before. This is my second time. He stated that
you-
Marcelo.
you all got the
texted me,
money.
but
Where
he
is
never
it?
did.
We instructed.
No, where's the
Miss
money? Did you
We
give it?
didn't accept it.
Yes, you
Because-
did. You can't.
Show me,
change Cash
show
App.
me proof where it's sent back.
Show me.
Show me proof where these Cash Apps were rejected or sent back.
Okay, well, it was done verbally. We will.
No,
not
no, no, you
accept
can't
it.
verbally send back Cash Apps. That's not how that works.
You didn't give me
No,
cash.
ma'am,
Sorry.
let me cook.
I-
You can't say I send it back and it goes back out your mouth. Show me evidence, proof. You know, you ain't new to this. Show me evidence where Marcelo or you sent this money back to this lady. Otherwise, your case is dismissed.
Okay, what I'd ask, Marcelo as a kindergartner started school today. Parents have to go to school with him. He was here, he had to leave. I would ask for this to be reset. He can speak to this, and he will speak to this directly. And we don't have this money. So I'd ask. it to
He's
be
gonna
reset.
bring Cash App receipts where he sent it back.
He's
Gotta
will
bring
be-
receipts.
I'm sure he can, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to speak. All I need is the receipts. Show me the receipts.
For 3 months, she did not make her copay. Okay?
That's not what this says. February, it says for February rent and early March rent, 194 on February 27th. April 2nd, $96 for April. April 30th, 96. Early May rent. June, it says $96 that she paid that on June 4th.
She wasn't told, you can't keep sending it to somebody other than
Who,
me.
who sent the money back? Who
Well,
sent the money
I
back?
don't think
She
we-
never even met you. You don't know, but you can't
we-
speak, you can't speak for Marcelo. You're not Marcelo.
that's why I'm asking for this to be rescheduled.
Can you give me copies of these, please?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
When you send a cash app.
I'm
people say
yeah, I'm
return
familiar. I'm
all the
familiar with Cash App.
I
You
don't
don't guys,
have no
you don't
return.
you don't need to explain no Cash App to me. I don't think you gotta explain Cash App to a 5-year-old. Everyone knows how to use Cash App, at least most people do. I get Cash App requests all the time. I say Cash Apps, I receive Cash Apps. You can't just say I reject it. That's not how it works. It went to your, don't talk over me. Don't talk over me. Do you feel that at this moment that I need your assistance, or you think that you gotta,
No, ma'am.
you're right here? Because I've got evidence from you I don't have from here. But you can keep talking and talk yourself down. You understand that?
Yes.
I think that's hers.
Thank you.
Okay. Give me another, please. September 9th at 9:30. You have any questions for the court?
Date. Yeah, that's good. No, I appreciate the new date. Thank you.
No problem. Any additional matters? Or we'll just get
Nothing
you,
for me.
we'll get you a notice for your next date. You're all set.
Thank you.
Would it be possible to get a copy of those Cash Apps that she's showing?
Mr. Dewar, which matter are you here for?
Michael Hall.
Michael Hall here?
Yes.
Oh, okay, this is 1418 Vine Street versus Michael Hall. 26-04437. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Sam Dua here on behalf of plaintiff.
Mr. Hall is present. This matter was scheduled today for a hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. Did you all resolve this?
We did, Your Honor. We have both signed a proposed consent order of conditional dismissal for your review. Rent due through August 31st, 2026 is $3,113.39. Court costs $171.18, totaling $3,284.57. The defendant has agreed to pay $700 per week every Monday, starting August 31st, 2026. Normal rent and late fees will accrue per the lease agreement, and payments will continue until a zero balance. Box 4B is checked, box 7 is checked, and again, we both have signed. May I approach?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, Mr. Hall, is what Mr. Dewar said accurate as to how you want to proceed?
That is correct.
You understand you have the right to have an attorney represent you today? You want to waive that right? You also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have made a demand for jury trial. You understand that? You want to waive that right as well? Okay, you understand that partial payment won't satisfy this, so you gotta make your payments as you stated that you would here. Otherwise, if you don't, Mr. Dewar can file an affidavit and request for judgment to enter against you, and eviction will also issue. There will be no further court dates. You understand that?
That is correct. Yes.
You have 3 business days to return to the court and request to have that set aside if you realize you misunderstood your rights, okay? We'll get you a copy of the paperwork in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing, thank you.
Okay, this is FR Lansing versus Danton Elliott and Gretchen Stanton, 26-04590. Is he an attorney? No one here from FR Lansing? Oh, Mr. Bob.
Yeah, let me try.
Oh, I'm sorry, didn't recognize him. Jay Big on behalf of.
Confused. Is it Mr. Bach or you on this one?
Oh, this is Bob. Oh, Bob.
FR Lansing?
I'm sorry, you're not Christopher Williams, right?
Okay, you can have a seat though, because it looks like Mr. Bach's not here. We'll call the case when Mr. Bach is ready. You're here on the other matter, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
Lansing 74?
I am, and also on Class versus Turner, which we also have.
Oh, Mr. Bach is ready? Okay, they can come back up. FR Lansing versus Danton Elliott and Gretchen Stanton, 264590. Appearance, Mr. Bach?
Yes, good morning, Aaron Ralbach here for the plaintiff, FR Lansing LLC.
Your name, sir?
Danton Elliott.
Your name?
Gretchen Stanton.
Oh, today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. How we proceed?
I'm not real sure, Judge. This is a non-payment case. I don't believe we have a dispute as to the rent. Mr. Elliott stated he has some defense based on another legal case, why he didn't pay. And I don't, that
A
was not
defense?
disclosed to me.
Okay, and then what about Ms. Stanton?
So, Your Honor, I moved out on for April 3rd.
Were you still under a lease agreement when you moved out?
I talked to the manager on April 2nd and told her that I was moving out due to actually the domestic dispute between Mr. Elliott and I, April 1st.
Was there a pending domestic violence case?
No, I never filed any.
Oh, okay, and so you're still under the lease requirements then?
Yes.
Okay. And then, Mr. Elliott, you believe you have a lawful defense to withholding the rent?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here to represent myself and Gretchen, actually.
You can't represent Gretchen.
Oh, well, I'm here to represent myself. However, yes, it's in connection to my arrests where I served 4 months in the county jail in Lisa, Michigan.
The case that I just dismissed like a week or so ago?
Yes, that is connected to a civil lawsuit that I'm also actually pursuing as well, separately from this. However, the case was dismissed, as you mentioned, and I wasn't able to pay the rent, unfortunately.
That's not a lawful defense to withholding rent. It's not a lawful defense. You were arrested, there was a bond that was set. Whether or not you were able to post the bond or not, does not somehow absolve your liabilities for your bills.
Absolutely.
That's not what happened.
So I am seeking some form of assistance if possible, due to the fact that it was based on a hardship. And that's essentially what I'm requesting on my,
Who are you requesting that of?
between the attorney and yourself.
What assistance do you think I'm going to provide you? I don't provide assistance for rent. This is the court.
Right, I'm asking for your recommendations.
I don't give recommendations. There was a pretrial that was held. We played a video that was 4 minutes long. That had the voice of Judge Ward. You probably were here via Zoom. Did you hear the video?
I believe so.
Okay, it advised you of your rights. It advised you of potential resources and possible ways that you can resolve this matter. And none of those potential resources were that you would get a recommendation from the judge, because I can't give you any recommendation. I also provided opportunities for people to meet with legal aid so they can get free representation at that time. Did you meet with legal services?
I did not.
Why not?
Because primarily, again, this, from my understanding, that this case was connected to my legal situation, and I felt like that was enough justification to be able to get some assistance.
No, this case has no connection to your criminal matter. 0 separate issues. This is a non-payment of rent. You sign a lease, you're responsible to pay rent. If you don't pay rent, they can file eviction for you to be removed. The video also advised that if you did seek some assistance from any agency outside of the court, because the last lady, you heard the ledger because you were sitting here. He talked about all the places that gave her money to help pay her rent. Those were, she paid attention to the video and she accessed her resources. You could have done the same thing. And had you done those things, the video told you how many days that you were to file proof that you've done that to get a extension of time before we had this date.
Absolutely.
You can't now show up today and tell me, well, you're asking for a recourse. That's up to Mr. Bach at this point. And you're not disputing that you owe the rent. You just thought you had a lawful reason. Well, I'm telling you, you don't have a lawful reason. Being in jail on a pending criminal matter, which I believe was dismissed on a technicality, does not now dismiss the fact that you owed these people their money for rent.
So if you don't mind me, the only reason why I felt like I had a lawful reason to override or to exercise some type of negotiation is due to the fact that my arrest is connected to the FR community as well. So that is the only reson why I felt like, but I think it's very
What do you
important.
mean your arrest is connected to the FR community?
It's connected to the community.
What does that mean?
There's correlation essentially is what I'm saying.
I understand what the definition of connection means.
Yeah.
I want you to give me details about why you believe it's connected. Does that help you understand my question?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I believe the reason it's connected is essentially because one, there was, in my opinion, there was no actual wrongdoing outside of accusations and allegations connected to the neighbors, which essentially is what got me arrested, unfortunately. And I feel like it was an unjust situation due to the fact that it was essentially out of my control. Ultimately, the case was dismissed, and I did provide you some mail in regards to the civil matters associated with FR community as well.
You filed a lawsuit against FR community?
I have a pending lawsuit. I have a pending lawsuit with the civil department.
You filed a lawsuit where?
The Department of Justice. It's in the process. I filed
a complaint with the Department of Justice.
Yes, and I'm in the process.
Okay, that's not the same as a lawsuit.
Yeah, I'm in the process of receiving that legal help.
How is FR Lansing was not a witness or party in your criminal matter? There were other residents. This was a mobile home, a trailer home or something like mobile home. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And I remember because there was another case that I had, a criminal case, that one of the alleged victims was being charged in that. That's the only reason I remember that connection. These were members of the community that were alleging you were stalking their children.
Oh, interesting. I thought they were connected directly to FR community.
These were members of the mobile home community that say you were stalking their children.
Correct. Yes.
What does that have to do with your landlord?
Because essentially, in my opinion, I felt like I was framed to be arrested.
By your landlord?
No, by the community. But I believe because they are connected to the community. That's my argument.
That makes no sense. Any other arguments?
No, that's primarily.
Okay, yeah, I'm telling you right now that there's no connection there.
Okay.
And so that has nothing to do with whatever you've got filed with the Department of Justice. That has nothing to do with this case either.
Yes.
And so even if you were to be successful with some action through the Department of Justice, that would still have nothing to do with the fact that you have to pay your rent. And it would have been in your best interest to work with Mr. Bach outside to come with some terms by where you could pay your past due rent, because that amount's not going to disappear because you were in jail. So judgment for the plaintiff, because I don't think either one of you have provided me with a lawful reason that I can grant you relief from the rent.
No approach.
Yes. Okay, so it says past due rent that's owed $2,847.48. That's going to be due by the 8th of September, or you need to vacate by then. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And that this goes on for both of you all. You understand that? Whether you're living there or not, you're still responsible.
It'll be paid today.
You'll be paid today?
Yes.
Well, if you were going to do that, why would you go through it? You could have had a conditional dismissal.
Well, I wanted you to hear my story, essentially.
I heard your story. You're going to pay it today?
Yeah, it should be paid by today or end of the week. Yes. I'll take care of it.
Is it too late for them to have an agreement?
Yes. Sorry.
All right, paid by today. You're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Always wants to. They try to, I don't know, they try to wear us down for no reason on Wednesdays. They just try to wear us down on Wednesday. They be beating us down. What's the point? For no reason. Nancy shall be for a limited liability company versus Christopher Williams and all other occupants, 6-04393. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. J. Bay, P 36820 on behalf of the plan.
State your name, please. Okay, Mr. Williams, I have a conditional dismissal here. It says that you, or the case against you will be dismissed today upon the condition that you pay the past due rent, $5,050 plus court costs, $248.13 for a total amount due, $5,298.13. But that's for rent due to the period ending on August 31st, 2026. Says defendant is to make payments of $600 every Friday until the balance in 2G is paid in full, beginning on August 14th. I'm assuming there's already been a payment made.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And he did review this part.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, so he reviewed this prior to today's
He
meeting.
had it,
Okay, so there's been a payment made already.
Yeah.
How much was that payment?
600.
So the balance of 298 is less by at this point. So you're saying,
I believe so. He'll get credit for what he's paid. It still has to register on the clear.
if you made a payment on the 14th, it should be registered. Today's 26.
How'd you make the payment?
Money order?
And you made it on the 14th or before?
Yeah, that was on a Friday, yeah. I made that payment.
Friday of this month, you're saying?
Yeah.
That was the 14th. It's been over a week. What's the current balance? This is dated for today.
Yeah.
Is that what I mean?
You're gonna take it off, right?
I'm just gonna note here the defendant paid
Well, let's see.
by money order.
It's showing, I'm showing a payment of $600, 8/21 of 26.
Yeah, it's supposed to be every Friday. So you paid one on the 14th and then
On the
on
21st.
the 21st. So $1,200 of this should be paid, correct?
I believe, balance of 3893. We have in here. So just do this, Your Honor. I think the
You gotta
rent retained 3850.
3850. Let me just write this out. Let me just a moment.
What's this report? And then cost should still be the
248.
same.
Correct.
And that would be the total.
Should bring you down to 4,098. Okay, so now rent to retain is $3,850 plus court costs again, $248.13 for a total of $4,098. and 13 cents. Again, you'll continue to make your payments on every Friday, $600 per month. The payments in 3A are to be made in addition to timely monthly rental payments and any applicable late fees. If a reinstatement is necessary, a money judgment will issue for the amount due at the time of the money judgment. No personal checks is what it says. You understand that, sir?
Yes,
And that's your signature here.
yes,
Okay, you understand that you have the right to have an attorney represent you today.
yes,
You also have the right to proceed to trial, or you should have held your hearing. You understand that?
yes,
Wish to waive both of those rights?
yes.
Anyone threatening you to do that?
No.
You have 3 business days to return to the court and request to have that set aside if you later realize you misunderstood your rights, okay?
Okay.
Okay, partial payment won't satisfy. You gotta pay your $600 plus your upcoming rent timely, otherwise judgment can enter against you and you won't get a new court date. You understand that?
Okay.
We'll get your paperwork, any additional matters for the record?
I know you
Thank you. You're all set.
have one more, which. We have.
You ready on that one?
Right. It's, Nurse Louise, Nurse Rita.
Turner,
Turner, yeah.
Carolina Flats versus Sharita Turner, 26-04655. Your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. J. Bay, 20 on behalf of plaintiff.
Your name, ma'am?
Sharita Turner.
Okay, what's the terms of the resolution for this?
Your Honor, this was really just a termination of tenancy via notice of quit. She's going to move out on September 6th, so we agreed to a judgment of possession only, and we'll do the writ date to September 8th due to the holiday. I don't have a form.
She's going to move out when?
September 6th, but we'll do the judgment of possession only with the date of September 8th, due to the 6th being a weekend, a Sunday, and then Labor Day being the next day of holiday.
Why are you not doing a conditional dismissal? She's just gonna move out.
We could do that.
Yeah. Conditional dismissal.
Basically, all that is and we'll keep us. Yeah, and we don't, and we can tell them to force.
The case will be dismissed today upon the condition that you vacate the property by September 8th. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and if you don't vacate, and that also includes you leaving the property in room swept condition, what could happen is judgment will enter against you and a eviction will be on your record and you will not get any further court dates. You understand that? You have the right to have an attorney represent you today. You understand that? You also have the right to have a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial even. You understand that? Do you wish to waive both of those rights today? Okay, no one's forcing or threatening you, correct? Okay, we'll give you a copy of this. You have 3 business days to return to the court and request to have this set aside if you later realize you misunderstood your rights, okay? Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you. Thank you for reminding me about that. It
No
didn't even come in my mind.
This term, right? Yes. Let's see. Did we see City View Apartments versus Kiera?
My box is doing quite a few.
You can have a seat. He's gonna get you a copy.
Okay.
I was trying to get the okay.
You can be seated. This is Rodney Land versus Nicole Williams, 6-04842.
Good morning, Your Honor. Northern Wigan, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Rodney Land.
Nicole Williams.
Today was date scheduled for an eviction. I do have a consent order for conditional dismissal. Says the case will be dismissed upon the condition that past due rent plus court costs due through a period of August 31st. Total amount $3,084.64. Says defendant shall pay $1,000 on or before the 28th of August 2026. Defendant shall commence weekly payments on September 4th, 2026. The first payment of the month will be $950 each. Following payment will be $300. Payment will be applied first to the current month lease charges and then to the balance in paragraph 2 until paid in full. Defendant shall sign a lease by August 28, 2026. Is that correct? You understand that you had the right to have an attorney represent you today?
Yeah.
You had the right to proceed to a trial. You could have made a demand for jury trial. You understand that? You wish to waive your right today to have both an attorney and trial. No one's forcing or threatening you to do that, correct? Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date to return and request to have this set aside. If you later realize you misunderstood the rights that you just waived, also partial performance or partial payment will not satisfy this agreement. So you gotta make the payments just as you say you would do right here in those amounts and on those dates. Otherwise, judgment can enter against you. You will not get a new court date. You understand that? Do you have any questions? Any additional matters for the record?
Thank you.
We'll get your copy in just a moment.
Thank you.
No problem. Edge at 1010 versus Shanine Gaston and all other occupants for success 04693.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Roger Smith, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Engine 1010.
Your name, ma'am?
Janine Gaston.
Okay, this was a date set for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. I do have a consent order for conditional dismissal. Says the case will be dismissed today upon the condition that past due rent of $207.29 plus court cost $221.91. Other money, $1,099.35. What's that?
Your Honor, that is the court cost, actually, the cost from there. That is the utilities. I believe that's 5 months for utilities at $259.35 and late fees of $840 for 5 months of late fees.
So the total due $1,528. And I can't read what that says. What's the consensus at 37? I don't, I assume.
And everything together, but I only put the rough figures here. So 840 is 259. That was $1,099.35.
Total. 1,528.
Yes, 55. Yes,
55.
correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, so the defendant agrees to vacate the premises on or by August 30th. Defendant agrees to make payments of $127.38 on the first of every month starting October 1st, 2026 and ending October 1st, 2027. Is that correct?
Yes.
You understand that you have the right to have an attorney represent you today?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that you also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have made a demand for jury trial.
Yes.
You wish to waive both of those rights? matter will be dismissed based on those conditions. Partial performance will not satisfy this, you have to both move, vacate by the 30th. And also you must already be vacated, is that correct?
Yes.
I was gonna say, 'cause that's not even 10 days, okay. And then lastly, you must make these payments. If you don't make these payments, the issue of eviction is not really relevant to you, but you could end up with a judgment on your record because they can enter judgment without giving you any further court date. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions right now? You have 3 business days to return to the court and request to have that satisfied. If you later realize you misunderstood your rights, you can file a motion to set that aside within those 3 business days, okay?
Okay.
I'll get you a copy in just a moment when you additional matters for the record.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. What's going on with City View Apartments versus 503 Capital? I mean, 503 Capital versus Kiera and she, is that person here?
To me, Judge, I've called here, public pigs, got no response. I have a public judgment here ready.
Oh,
Approach.
yes.
CJ.
Fisher?
Yeah.
What happened, is the Frankels versus Antonio Williams? Is
Yeah,
Williams?
we're working on a deal. I think we might be able to negotiate that.
Okay, this is
Trying my best.
Capital Village versus Rachel Fisher,
Yes.
26-046672.
Well, I'm back here for plaintiff Capital Village, Your Honor.
Your name, ma'am? Rachel Fisher. Okay, Ms. Fisher is scheduled for hearing for non-payment of rent. How will you proceed?
We agreed on entry of a consent judgment, Your Honor. At this point, the rent to retain is $2,840.37. Cost of $171.54, total of $2,011.91. We got the normal writ date of 9/8 with the appeal date of 9/8. I believe it was 9/7. Yeah, approach.
That Labor Day? I'm sorry. Yeah, Labor Day is the time. Okay, and ma'am, that's how you want to proceed today?
Yes.
You have the right to have an attorney represent you today. You understand that?
Yes.
You also have the right to proceed to a trial. You can hold your hearing today. You understand that?
Yes.
You willing to waive both of these rights?
Yes.
Anyone threatening you to do that?
No.
Yeah, you have 3 business days to return to the court and request to have this judgment set aside if you later realize you misunderstood your rights, okay?
Okay.
We'll get you a copy of the paperwork in just a moment with additional matters.
Thank you.
Counsel?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Got one left. You can do that.
Yeah, and then Mr. Lee will start from there.
One wants to do.
It's end of the year eviction day, huh? End of the month, that is eviction day.
Thank you.
Thanks. The Frankos, Michigan versus Antonio Williams, 26-04465. Parents, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Ron Bach here for the plaintiff.
Please state your name, please.
Antonio Williams.
Okay, Mr. Barr, how are we proceeding on this?
We have agreed to a consent order for conditional dismissal. At this time, the rent to retain is 320408. That's to the end of August. 4120 in cost for a total to retain $3,445.28. We've agreed that Mr. Williams is going to pay $800 every 2 weeks, starting Friday, 9/11/26, until his balance reaches zero and is current, which will include future rent, or not future rent, but rent that accrues while the payment plan is in place. That approach.
Thank you. Mr. Williams, that's accurate as to how you want to proceed?
Thank you.
Okay. And you understand that you have the right to have an attorney represent you today?
Yes, Judge.
You also have the right to have a trial. You could have made demand for jury trial. You understand that? If you want to waive each of those rights today,
That is correct.
no one's forcing or threatening you to enter into this agreement, correct? Partial payment will not satisfy this, so you got to pay the amounts in 2D based on the conditions in section 3. Otherwise, judgment can enter against you and you will not get another court date. You understand that?
Yes, Judge.
Lastly, you have 3 business days to return to the court and request to have this set aside. If you later realize you misunderstood the rights you've given up, okay? We'll get you a copy of the paperwork. Any additional matters, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Lee. This is Inland Apartments versus Carl Franks. 04707.
Good morning, Your Honor. Norman, what do you have here for an apartment LLC?
Your name, ma'am?
Raquel Signs.
Okay, and signed with you earlier this week on something else?
No, last year.
Oh, last year. Okay, that's just the name. Sounds familiar. Okay, okay. How are we proceeding?
Please report the parties have agreed to a conditional dismissal in this case. I'll put those terms on the record now.
Please.
There's rent to retain in the amount of $1789.07 that's through the end of August. Court costs in this matter are $166.77. Total amount to retain $1954.584. Parties have agreed to a payment plan as follows. Defendant shall pay $1,500 on August 27th, 2026, and $787.92 on September 11th and September 25th. Payments will be applied first to current month lease charges and then to the balance in paragraph 2. We discussed that the case is going to be dismissed today, no judgment, no eviction. If she doesn't make those payments, we have the right to come back to court without further notice, without further hearing. The court would automatically enter an order of eviction and a judgment against her. We discussed that partial payment would prevent that. We went over her rights under MCR 4.201J, after which Ms. Sains signed the agreement, if I may approach.
Yes, thank you. The signs that's accurate as to how you want to proceed today.
Yes, it is.
You have the right to have an attorney represent you. You understood that, right?
Yes.
You also have the right to proceed to trial or hearing today. You understand that?
Yes, it is.
You want to waive both of those rights?
Yes, it is.
No one's forcing or threatening you to do that, correct?
Correct.
Okay, you understand that partial payment on this agreement will not satisfy it, so we'll keep the case dismissed unless you pay exactly what you say you're going to pay in the form of the payment plan listed in section 3 here. If you fail to do so, plaintiff can request judgment to enter against you. You will not get a new court date. You understand that?
Yes, it is.
We'll get you a copy of the paperwork in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you. Your Honor.